Hello, everyone, and welcome to Highlands Thinking. Today, we're going to be talking about data and the proposition that good data helps you win on Shopify and Amazon. I don't think we're going to get a lot of disagreement on this today, but we will get a lot of insights and granularity around this topic, which I think is really important. I'm joined by James from TrackB and Tarek from Highlands. Hey, gentlemen, thank you for your time today. And I think, diving in, regardless of whether you're selling on Shopify, Amazon, or anywhere else for that matter, we can agree that good data is going to help you with sales growth and return on investment. So Tarek, I'm going to head to you first and say, in your world, Amazon is the biggest platform you're working with. What are you seeing in terms of improved data quality? And what impact is this having with the clients you're working with?
Yeah, so in the Amazon space, I'll say improved data quality that comes with access to Amazon AMC. With that, it gives you more clarity on your campaign performance.
So just so we're clear, AMC is Amazon Marketing Cloud, yeah?
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
Okay.
I need to know that not everyone knows the acronym. Yes. So with Amazon Marketing Cloud, you have access to various data about how your campaigns are performing and what is happening. Previously, in the past, people just judge campaign based on the ROAS that it gives. But right now with AMC, you can see the path to purchase, you can see what is an assisted conversion, and then you can also see customer lifetime value. So a campaign might not be giving the best of ROAS, but we can see that people who buy through their campaign stay with you longer and are repeat purchasers. So there's little insight like this that change the way we advertise on Amazon, the way we operate on Amazon, because having insight to this data takes the focus away from purely ROAS, but looking at customer lifetime value and the long-term effect of an ad.
Okay, that's interesting. And also, you can combine brands' first-party data with Amazon first-party data to have an even more powerful solution on using DSP through the. So I think that's fascinating. So James, I think the work that TrackB is doing around data is really fascinating, and you work within the Shopify ecosystem. By its nature, your clients are going to be having data from an array of different sources, whether that be Meta or Google or natural search. What should they be considering to maximize the value of this data that they have hold of?
Of course, absolutely. So obviously the Shopify ecosystem is kind of naturally and inherently fragmented, right? You've got loads of different sets of data. So you've got GA4, Metapixel, Klaviyo, all your various ad platforms, and essentially what they're all doing is marking their own homework a little bit, which can come with its own struggles. It can come with a big sort of mismatch of data. Things don't tend to match up to your standard Shopify store, providing you don't have the right systems in place. Like, for example, as of the last 4 or 5 years, server-side tracking is now essential for brands and agencies. That's just something that we need to be doing naturally, off the back of the OS 14 and more update. It just keeps getting more and more difficult, and a lot of merchants are without that infrastructure seeing a loss of up to like 70% of conversion data. And what's important is that we're able to put that data back together and really understand the customer, because when the data is clear, when the customer is understood, it feeds back to your ad platforms and they naturally perform better, they naturally report better, and that's kind of where it sits really, and that's what we need to be doing is just working on accuracy before scale. That's my 2 cents on it.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic, and I guess also it's this whole area of avoiding duplication. Yeah, so you're not targeting the same person 5 different ways, and actually the person starts getting a little bit annoyed. Yeah, so certainly exactly. I would anyway. No, I think it's fascinating. I mean, imagine a cleansed TrackB data being integrated with Amazon data through AMC and DSP. Wow, you got some real power there. Maybe that's again a topic for another day. But
I'll run it up the chain.
So gents, I'll ask you both the same question, and this is really about anybody who is listening, some top tips for brands. So when they're looking at using data to improve their ROI, what I'd like to is just 2 top tips from each of you for those brands. So Tarek, come to you first. What are your 2 top tips?
Yeah, 2 top tips for me is it doesn't matter if you advertise on Amazon or Google, try to incorporate your first party data to try and use the AI system within those advertising platform to help it better predict your future buyers. So that's one top tip that I'll share as well. And a top tip as well is about data. I'll say when looking at data, there's some things that we internally call vanity metrics. So when you look at data, you need to look at it a matrix alongside another matrix. So for example, you can see a campaign giving you like a 50 or 60 ROAS, but if you do not include the spend data as part of it, you can think, oh yes, give me 60 ROAS, but the spend is just £5 or £10. But you need to look at the spend. So use different metrics within the data to make a decision instead of focusing on just one matrix.
Yeah, don't get fooled by vanity metrics. That's a real mistake. And James, ask you the same question. Your 2 top tips.
Of course, absolutely. So number 1 would definitely be fix your tracking before you start scaling. If you start pumping budget into broken tracking, all you're really doing is just amplifying issues and throwing more money at brick walls, essentially, which you don't want to do, obviously. And the other thing is, optimizing for customer lifetime value as well. Really thinking about the longevity of a customer, and that real life cycle between channels, between journeys. It's so important to just not think about that one conversion, but think about the many.
Yep. No, I agree. And actually that customer lifetime journey process needs to be thought about before you get your first order, not after you get your first order. Yeah.
Yeah, you could refine from there, but you need to think about it first.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, gents, look, appreciate that. Really, some really great insights there. And I'd like to thank everyone who's listened to today. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully it's been useful. If you have any other topics you'd like us to talk about, then please get in touch. Please remember to like and share this content with your friends or any colleagues that might find it useful. Big thanks to James from TrackB and Tarek from Highlands for joining today. Thanks, gentlemen. And I'm just hoping everyone has an amazing 2026 and have some fun. Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Gordon. Thank you.
Bye-bye.